Oh, I went live exactly at 4:01 or exactly at 3:59 in 1 second. Hope everyone out there is having a good day. Hope we're all having some fun. Hope things are going well. Oh, it's going well here. It's going good. The Giants, well, the Giants are just.
You ever wondered
oh, my goodness. What's going on? I got feedback going on here. I got everything going on. What's up, everybody? Oh, Giants rule. Thank you for the super chat already. Super chats, of course, always go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I'm, of course, wearing my San Diego Superchargers jersey. My hair is a little screwed up because I just got it from the house. I gotta see. Wait. So you gotta go backwards here. There it is, right there. Headphones is screwing up my hair. What's up, everyone? What's up, Mike Lee? What's up, Mr. Muzwan? What's going on? Yep, we got the San Diego Superchargers jersey on, and of course, Giants rule. You got to say something. If you throw out a super chat right off the bat, you got to say something. You got to say something like, you got to ask a question. Ask anything. And you would think you're going to ask a question. San Diego Supercharger. Oh, my God. Even then, Dominic's in the house. We got here. What do we got here? We got the Dom in here. We got the Mike Lee, of course. Does Joe Judge suck? Well, I should refund you that $5 for the kids, man, because I think we all know the answer to that question. I think I will refund you that cash because I want to answer that. We also have today. We just got them in the mail. King of the Almost Sack. What are these called? Mouse pads. And then we got the prototype mug in today. Got the prototype mug in. It's King of the Almost Sack. And of course, it's Leonard Williams' likeness on the mug. We're going to be giving those mugs today. This is the prototype mug. As you can see, this one does not have the crown. This was actually the one you were supposed to print with the crown. I screwed up the printing. Never said I was smart. But boy, I look tired again today. Everyone that tells me that YouTube has been screwing up with my videos and sending out times and stuff. Yeah, they have. And notifications aren't going out. It's really weird today. I mean, it's really weird the last week. I got 2 open tickets in reference to issues that are being had with YouTube. So hopefully the YouTube gets itself fixed because people are like, I'm not getting notifications. A lot of people in the last 24 hours like, I don't get notifications. I'm not seeing anything. So we're going to see how many people actually show up in the live stream today because I got a bunch of people that told me they didn't even get the notification for the live stream. So we're going to move on right there. Grant says MetLife is a dump. MetLife is a dump. I agree. You know, it's funny. The Meadowlands was a dump. Meadowlands was truly a dump, but it was a fun dump. It was a fun dump, especially if you were a kid. Justin Herbert is going to show why we should have waited a year to draft him. I agree. I agree, man. Why do we, does anyone think, yeah, 11:45 a.m. I set a video for 11:45. Excuse me. This one was 11:45 p.m. I set a video for 11:45 a.m. And somehow, and it even says on my YouTube studio page, 11:45 a.m. But then you go to the thing and it's 11:45 p.m. Go figure. We got Dom not coming in. Dom's sitting there at home with the stripper pole. We all know what's going on with Dom. We all know what's it. I gotta go nuts if they throw Glennon out there. Give the fan base something for hope for with Fromm. We know that Glennon and Jones are. At least Fromm, we have a lot to. You know what the problem with Fromm is? Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Jake from State Farm. He doesn't have a big time arm. He doesn't. He has no mobility. He has limited mobility, but he's got good pocket presence. He has no speed. He ran +5 at the 40 at the combine. When he is pressured, he is poised under pressure, but the issue is his accuracy, and with most quarterbacks, but his accuracy drops exponentially because of the fact that he has an issue because he doesn't have that strong arm to get the ball out. So in this line, you got to be slightly worried what he's going to do. I unsubscribed and instantly resubscribed last time that happened. It fixed it last time for me. All right, so I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm worried about Daniel Jones's health. I'm worried about Daniel Jones's health as well. And like I said, you could like and dislike the kid. You could, not dislike him personally, but you could dislike the way he plays. My hair is a mess, man. I was late getting my kid from school. Had to rush down here. There we go. Ooh, okay, there we go. Better. Whew. You notice the time discrepancy too? I don't know what the hell happened. It's you know what the funny thing is? It's all my YouTube things. And like I said, I had a problem with the live stream because at one point the live stream said I was going up at 4 a.m. Oh, but don't do what Dom says. Don't subscribe and unsubscribe instantly. What a Dom now. But you could dislike Daniel Jones as a player, but you can't dislike him as a human being. I guess you could. But you think about it for a minute, the poor kid is just, again, everyone's like, well, Joe Judge says this. Well, Joe Judge pretty much to me is a lot of CYA. He's covering his own ass right now. And that's the issue. Because I have found it interesting. I know most fans found it interesting too. When he came out of concussion protocol, he came out of that shit quick. He was out of concussion protocol before you even know it. What's 12 hours between friends? Good point. Mike Lee, I'm just reading the comments down. But it's, and I find it telling that he flew to LA to get a second opinion. And that second opinion did not clear him for contact. It was the second opinion. And this is what I find interesting. This is why we're not getting the whole truth. The second opinion in LA did not clear him for contact. Was it then the Giants clearing him for contact? And then he went and said, listen, I'm going to get a second opinion because something just doesn't feel right. It's organizationally, it's just an interesting narrative. MetLife is a corporate dump. It is a corporate dump. I agree 100%. So the new narrative is Daniel Jones is going to go to the Saints and become an MVP next year. Hold on. Oh, wait, I think that wasn't a joke. Yeah, I'll take my chances and get rid of him. I love it how the Detroit Lions want him. The Detroit Lions have their own problem in Jared Goff. Why would they want Daniel Jones? We would have to take Goff back. And I like playing golf, but not that type of golf. Don't forget, we are going to be having the King of the Almost Sack mouse pads and even coffee mugs. We'll be giving these away. Ooh, King of the Almost Sack by Online Big Blue. Ooh, he doesn't have the crown because I screwed up. I already mentioned that to the people. Yeah, he's not going to Saints. I still think he'll be here. I noticed the time discrepancy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My YouTube account is all effed up. It really is. It really is. I'm worried Joe Judge doesn't care for the safety of his players and he lets DJ with a neck injury. This is a giant organization. Should be ashamed. If the rumors are true, Zach, if they are true, yes. Joe Judge should be fired. And I know he came out and said, I didn't do that. I checked the tape. I made sure of it. Everything's fine. I don't believe it. I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. And honestly, I don't believe anything in this organization because the kid went on Monday to get a second opinion. I'm not saying they're lying about when he got hurt, but it's a little suspicious. There is some suspicion going on here. Not suspicious minds. Not Elvis. There's something rotten in Denmark. Or there's something rotten in a town in the UK that I can't think of one, Dom. So you have to tell me which one it is. And if it is, they should be ashamed of themselves. Tim, I want to thank you for opening my eyes on Joe Judge. You're very welcome. I was trying hard to agree, but the more you expose, reality sets in. Props to you, sir. I actually really appreciate that. I appreciate that because I get a lot of crap. I got a lot of crap from the day we hired Joe Judge, and I said I don't like Joe Judge. Don't like him. Didn't like his look. Didn't like his demeanor. Did not like his attitude. When I was in corporate America, I had a fairly successful career. Not because of the fact that I was better than anyone at my job or anything else, but I could read people. I could walk into a room and read somebody and tell them, okay, this is what he wants. This is what he's going to do. This is what he's going to say. And I've always had that ability. And in business, that's something you always want to have. So, and I looked at Joe Judge and I looked at his press conference. I'm like, I just don't like him. I don't want to say liar, pants on fire, but I didn't like him. What's 12-hour difference between friends? I'm going to fix it. Don't worry. YouTube is going to fix it. It was YouTube equipment. Or are you trying to turn your computer off? I can't. I don't turn my computer off. My computer stays on all the time. Joe Judge just tells everyone that's a great way to put it. He does. He tells everyone what he wants people to think that he wants them to hear. He's a snakeskin salesman. That's what he is. He likes to use philosophy. He likes to use psychology And that we go back to the whole crap of him rolling in the mud, getting the ball, showing he's one of the guys. No, that was so psychological. You spent 5-6 weeks beating on these guys. Then you're going to show them you're one of them by jumping into the mud and rolling around in the mud pile. That was such a psychological move. I hated it. That's YouTube. We all know it. Whose fault? John B., you said it right. Whose fault is it? It's Jason Garrett's fault that YouTube's not working properly for me. Tim, I want to thank you for opening my eyes on Joe Judge. Oh, I got that one. I just like that comment. I just wanted to say that comment twice. Just like that comment. That's such a good comment. See, YouTube's not working again. I can't. Okay. Good evening. Good evening, Logic. So football. Well, I'm good. At this point, I don't even care about football. I want to see Daniel Jones affected long-term for his life. Things can be replaced. People can't. Thank you. And I've said that. You know what? You could not like the kid as the quarterback of the Giants because of his ability and their lack thereof, but you can't lack him as a human being. Send him to Detroit as payment for. That's just mean. That's just mean, Mike Lee. Send him to Detroit for the Kenny G mess. Oh my God. Oh, it's funny though. Yes, I am ruthless.
King of the almost sack.
Oh, I love King of the Almost Sacks. Yeah, the news about Thomas, man, that was sad. I mean, they said it was a medical issue. I mean, I don't know. They're saying it's a medical issue. I guess we'll have more information when it comes out. The Lions see a quarterback throw 6 yards per attempt and think he's better than. I think if the Lions saw a guy throw a ball 2 yards, they would think he's better than Jared Goff. Dave Brown actually had a winning season. Dave Brown almost actually made the playoffs. Dave Brown's team record was 10-7, but his record was 10-6. Excuse me. It was 9-7 was the team record. His record was 9-6 that year. That first year as a starter. Zach, how dare you question Joe Judge? You see what the problem is, guys? This is why I got a new board. I can't even jump into that. See, I would have to find that sound effect. That how dare you question Joe Judge? See, it's in bank number. See, watch this. It's in bank number 3. So then I have to go to bank 3, and then I got to go.
How dare you question Joe Judge?
That's a lot of work. Now I have a 50 keypad thing. That's going to be fun. People hated sound effects before. They're really going to hate sound effects now. I don't trust anything Joe Judge. Nope. Neither do I. I don't trust anything he says. It is a cheese in Denmark. Joe Judge? Joe Judge is a cheese in Denmark? Just because you use words fundamentally in execution doesn't mean you. Thank you, Donovan. You're right, 100%. Just because you say things like it needs to be fundamentally sound, we are going to play fundamentally sound football. It's gonna be great. We are gonna be a team that rises above everything else, and we are gonna show the expectations that it's all coach speak. It's all coach speak. It literally is. And I've said that a million times. It's just coach speak. It's just you are pontificating to the crowd. There you go, Mike. You're pontificating to the crowd, but you're not actually saying something. Well, that actually looks cool, like the ninja skiing. It's ninja skiing. Tell the truth. It was the ninjas. No, YouTube doesn't like me right now. Let me tell you why YouTube doesn't like me right now. There is a population or a segment of not even subscribers, but they subscribe to another channel who come on to the live streams and other things. And then they go out and claim to YouTube that my videos are hate speech. And the ninja just died. And then they demonetize my videos. And then they put my videos sometimes in timeout until they are reviewed. But we're not going to talk about that. I addressed that in my video. This might sound crazy, but I think MetLife is cursed. We won a Super Bowl. We won a Super Bowl in MetLife. Well, not in MetLife. But I don't think you're crazy. I thought Mike Francesco was a little over the top when he killed Mara over Eli's benching years ago. Years later, I think Mike might be right. Mara lost and disgraced his father. I do think he's somewhat lost and disgraced his father's legacy. I do think he's done that to Wellington. I do think that is a. I do think that I cannot disagree with that. I can't, because this team has just gone so much into the crapper that it is terrible. Jimmy Hoffa, per legend, is buried in the corner of the home team end zone. Per legend. Yeah, Demaryius Thomas. The keyboard. Yeah, I tell you, man, the keypad looks sweet. You know, hold on, wait. See, then I have to do this. Now I got to do this, and then I got to do this.
King of the almost sack.
We're giving these away. We're giving them away today. That and the mugs, the King of the Almost Sack mugs. They're awesome. They're new. They're washed. Only drank out of them twice. Just joking. Hey, Juan. Late, but you're here. You probably didn't get the notification. We're still yelling at you too. Sorry about that. What you got here, Zach Attack? I wonder if the team sees Joe Judge as a weak leader. Cam Brown was getting scolded, and if he falls on deaf ears to Cam. You know what the funny things? I think the team has tuned him out. To be honest, I think in some ways the organization has tuned him out too. This matches my desk. I might have to keep this. Let me see. Problem is I have all those pads on my desk. I got to move Bigfoot. You know, all those pads. Oh, that's actually nice. All right, I've decided I'm going to sell this mouse pad for $49.99. You can get it for Christmas. I'll send it early. No, we're giving it away. We're giving away the mouse pad. The Jets and Neptune. Now that I could see. I do think that maybe the Jets curse has now moved on to the Giants. I do think that. That's actually just, it's the curse of the Jets. How awesome would it be for the NFL Films to do an old style film about King of the Almost Sack? I'm actually thinking about putting that together. I'm actually thinking about that. I think that would be awesome. And I got my King of the Almost Sack mugs. There we go. We're going to be giving these away. We're going to give this away. No, we're going to give away our first mug. Hey-o. This is going to be like a radio show. For those that do not know, and I will say it, the only reason I'm doing these live streams in the afternoon, I'm going to be 100% transparent and honest. I am being considered to do overnights for a radio station in upstate New York. So they've asked me to do more live streams so the people at the station can see how I work and how I do better. And I think it's great that you guys, especially when Dom was here, we had a lot of great chat, a lot of great banter. Have I decided to take the role of the position? No, not yet. Have they offered it to me? Well, I'm not going to say that either because they're in the chat. So, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you people out. But I appreciate the chance. I appreciate the opportunity, and I wouldn't have not gotten the opportunity if it wasn't for the people that are here on the stream today and everyone that subscribes to the channel. So thank you so much, and we'll see what happens. Well, we're going to give the first one away. Larry Williams on the mouse pad might be Planet King of England. Has he lost his crown? He'll have to found it. I don't know any of that. I don't know any of that. And as always, Dom just brought the scream to a screeching halt. Let's go back to the stripper pole, Dom. Do you think Jake Fromm, State Farm will cut the field? He might have to. Hey-o. The Jets own the boat trip. Oh, Zach. Hey, Tim, can we address how clueless Joe Judge is on special teams coach and the aspect of the game is not even good? You would think it would be I don't understand that as well. You would think that your forte is coaching special teams. You would think that is your forte. That's what you want to do. That's what you built. That's what you built your chops on. You cut your teeth on special teams. And what happens? Your special teams, they don't suck, but you would think they would be in the top 5. You don't just kind of walk into the special teams room and go, hey, guys, when you're breaking the wedge, you do that. We can't really break the wedge anymore. But when you do this, you do this, you do this. What's going on with that? That's actually a great point. It's part of his ineptitude. All right, we're going to give away this mug before we get into any of the comments. We're giving away the first mug here. The first mug giveaway, which is King of the Almost Sack. These are the prototype mugs. I forgot to put the crown on this one. We're going to do a quick question right here. We're going to make it easy. We're going to make this an easy question for all Giant fans. For even non-Giant fans, this is going to be an easy question. What number jersey am I wearing right now? Do do do. See, if I had a soundboard, I'd be like do 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 do. I'll give you a hint. It's a Charger. It's an all-time Charger, and it's the same number that the number of people are in the room right now. Come on, who wants a King of the Almost Sack coffee mug? 21. There we go. All right, we got Joshua's got the first one coming in. Joshua, sir, you need to send me an email to onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. And again, that's onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. Joshua is the first one that came up in my chat. Send me that email, or you can DM me on Twitter at onlineBigBlue1, and I will get your mug out probably on Monday. Monday. Let's go back to some of these great questions. Get Chill Daddy in the house. Like you can do a twin billing with King of the Almost catch.
That's what she said.
And then should have cut that off.
That's what she said.
Sorry, that just goes with everything.
That's what she said.
He's the king. He's the king of the almost catch. Well, we know that's not Larry Williams. Congratulations on the radio show. Hope you're doing well. I thought about the charge of content creator on this show. No, it's just me. It's just me. And I have not gotten the radio gig yet. Like I said, I'm kind of auditioning, and the ninja just fell off. Auditioning about how wonderful I am. We all know how wonderful I am. You know it. You know it. I feel like Will Ferrell in what's that movie? When he goes streaking, Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. The Giants belong in New York now. I agree with that, Grant. I think the Giants should go to Jersey. I mean, get out of Jersey. Dominic Palmer. Hope you're having a good day. Don't be nice to Dom. Sorry, Christian. We already got a winner. Sorry. Okay, Hakeem. Hakeem is in the house. Hakeem is in the house. Let's give it up for Hakeem. 21, Dalvin Solomon said, "You all right, sir, by Mr. Thug?" But we did just give that one away. We're going to give another one away. I got 3 to give away, plus the world famous and only
King of the almost sack.
I've even autographed it in black ink. Because who the hell wants my autograph? Oh my God. Claypool's antics where I thinking I was watching a Giant game. Yeah. British bacon. It is British bacon. It is British bacon. We all know it's British bacon. We all know that. Dom didn't know that. All good. Thanks. I hope everyone else is doing well. Of course, Dom's in the chat. So Dom is just making this go so much better. I might send the link to Dom and make him come in here. I got 55 in the chat on my screen. So I say, Junior, I don't know. My numbers are all screwed up. You got 55. Well, if there's 55 people here, that when Junior Sauer was, he was 55. But I am wearing number 21. This is the retro San Diego Superchargers jersey. Cromwell buried there. I hope he's buried in the next to Gettleman's future. Gettleman's gone. We all know Gettleman's gone. Dom, golly, old fella, good chatting with you, old boy. No rubbish from him. Hip hip chitty. Oh, no, that rock joke. The second LT. Yeah, that is true. That is the second LT. You're right. You're 100% right. I wonder why Joe Judge loves the pooch kickoffs when he works night. I don't know. You know what the good thing about Joe Judge is? And I am going to say, people always say to me, you don't say anything nice about the Giants. I'm going to say something nice. I'm going to look right into the camera and say this. Thank God they stopped trying to draw teams offsides on 4th and short. It never worked. For a year and a half, it didn't work. Good job, Joe Judge. Can someone say now that I said something nice about Joe Judge? I spoke around him. I thought we were pretending to be the D line, preventing the rush. In all seriousness, I'm all in on Jim Harbaugh. He's not coming to New York. But do you see a realistic head? You know what the thing is? I don't think he wouldn't come to New York. This is crazy. If he wins his national title in Michigan, his goal being the Michigan quarterback, former Michigan quarterback, his goal has always been to win a national title in Michigan. He had 2 10-3 seasons when he first got there. He had a couple of lower seasons. He had a bad season during the COVID. He's 12-1. He's going to be in the playoffs. I think if he takes a national title, I do think that he is going to leave. And I don't see why he wouldn't want to go to the Giants. Hold on here. There we go. We'll give it the Giant Charger. Give it the Giant Charger stuff. Besides, I'm not liking when my hair looks right now. You got the original. That's one of the LTs, baby. One of the LTs. Mr. Online, love the way you critique the Giants. Right on point. Well, I thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm always on point, but I try to be realistic in the expectations of this team and of this organization. And I do say that it's And like I said, I try to give my best assessment of what's going on. Someone else told me that my chat number was wrong on the 21, so I'm gonna have to give away another mug. I do apologize for that. Did you see Patrick Mahomes call for a false start on the hard count? Chris and Al were confused last Sunday night. No, I missed that. I actually did miss that. Okay, should we give away a mug now or a mouse pad? No salary cap is a good reason not to come. Yeah, I mean, you don't have any money to give anyone. And I love it, people, but I love people that we're gonna get rid of these players. We're gonna do this. Okay. Someone put it best in my comments. Just because you get rid of somebody does not mean you do not incur the dead cap space. You also have bonus money, which can be stretched out, which you will also incur the dead cap space. So just because, let's say, we get rid of Leonard Williams, it does not mean we get out from underneath the $28 million that we gave him. It doesn't mean that. You still have that dead cap space money. My issue is this: Jim Harbaugh needs like 50% control of recruiting. Jim Mara and his brother both outrank the current GM. Too much nepotism will destroy the organization. I agree. I don't disagree, but I think if you're going to do something right and you're going to do something different, and it's a bad example, but you kind of use the James Dolan, Phil Jackson approach because Phil didn't work out. Dolan gave the keys to Jackson and said, "Okay, you do your thing. Go do your thing. Show me what you got, Bama." And he wrecked the franchise, but at least he showed his wares. Our legend Joe Judge is trying to force DJ to play in the Dallas. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Joe Judge. I really don't. I really don't. All right, we're gonna give away
King of the Almost Sack
mouse pad with the right King program. This is going to be an easy one. This is going to be an easy question. Simple question. This is going to be a giant, not even a giant question. This is an online Big Blue question. When you come to online Big Blue's house and Mrs. Online Big Blue offers you something to eat, what should you not eat if she offers it to you? What you should not eat if offered to it by Mrs. Online Big Blue, because it ended the last two parties. Giving us autographs. Nobody wants that. What should you not eat? Think about it. Don't eat. Oh, Mike Lee. Mike Lee is the first one to come. Mike Lee, are you actually going to accept the prize? Are you actually going to accept the prize, Mike Lee? Because if not, Zach Attacks and Hakeem B are in running. You're cooking. No, it's not your cooking. We got to see if we got the fruit. We got the pumpkin pie. We got to see if Mike Lee is actually going to accept the prize, because he always wins and he doesn't accept the prize. So we'll have to wait and see what Mike Lee's answer is. We're going to play the Jeopardy music. You're always accepting the prize. Mike Lee, you know my email. Send me your address. OnlineBigBlue@gmail.com. Mike Lee gets the first mouse pad of the day. We got a couple more mugs left. I'm going to have some shirts too. I haven't decided yet. There's absolutely no way we can take Russell Wilson at 33, give up 2 first rounders for potential picks. That's if we have good scouts. You're right. Don't deploy players. We don't develop any players. We don't develop them. That's fine. I mean, it's terrible that we don't. But we don't develop guys. And why are you going to get Russell Wilson, who's 33 years old? He's played behind some bad offensive lines in Seattle and has excelled and has gotten his teams to the playoffs. But the problem is he's 33 now. He was doing that at 27. He's going to be 34. If anything, you want to burn your draft capital, go get Deshaun Watson. Why not? I mean, yeah, there's a whole legal issue. Being sued by 347 women for sexual misconduct. But hey, what the hell? Why not? What do we got? Nobody would eat my cooking. Yeah, that's right, Tom. We're not going to eat your cooking. Hakeem gives the attaboy to Mike Lee. Let's see here. So the same people always win. No, the same people don't always win. Mike Lee just happens to be quick on the draw. Mike Lee, I just have it. Whoever comes up first. Whoever comes up first comes up. And the gentleman that just won the first one, actually, he had never won before. So, I mean, that's fairly untrue, but that's all right. That's all right. Mike Lee and Mike Lee, you're banned. You can't play anymore. If Tomlinson is on the hot seat, would you consider bringing him in? I would consider bringing in Tomlinson. I actually worked briefly with Mike. So, I mean, yeah, I would bring him in when he was the defensive backfield coach with the Tampa Bay Bucks. I would bring him in a heartbeat. Oh, hell yeah. But he's not leaving. Malik Willis is rocketing up the draft boards. All aboard. See, this is the problem now. I have to do this. Now I have to go find the Malik Willis thing, and then I have to do this. Whoops, I just passed it. See?
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
It's going to be the Malik Willis Express. We know that. We know he's coming to the Giants. We know he's coming to the G-Men. I have a wonderful Malik Willis print, or actually an original coming to it's actually at my other house. So I have to go get it. So I'm going to actually display that next video. It was actually done by an artist, and it's awesome. If you haven't seen it, you can look at it on Twitter, but it's freaking awesome. So he gratefully sent me the original and a print. So I'm very excited, and I will try and get him on the show to promote him as well. What do we got here? Dom, what time is it in there? It's 2:29 here on the West Coast. Dom, all right, it's 2:29 in the West Coast minus East Coast time, then go into UK time. So it's exactly 4,700 hours. Everyone got that? 4,700 hours. All aboard the Malik Willis Express, of course. Mike Lear's already sent his email. I would love to get him Tomlin. I think it'd be awesome. I think that'd be great. Mr. Jackson, how are we doing today? You are my man. How can I be the man when you're my man, my friend? Another great subscriber, another great comment leaver. We had a lot of great comment leavers in the room today. We do. We really do. According to Pro Football Focus, Malik Willis is better than Michael Vick. Is that what they're saying? Is that honest, Zach? Is that honestly what they're saying? Because I'm curious about that. I've seen him now jump up the draft board, jumping it up big time, and I think some of us have already called that. That would be posture is terrible today. I'm starting to work out again, and it's like, tell you that COVID, man, like almost 10, 15 pounds. Like I gained COVID. Mrs. Online Big Blue just quoted, no one's going to want my sangria anymore. I keep trying to get her to call into the show. She won't do it. Mrs. Online Big Blue, that's all, folks. Mrs. Online Big Blue ever yelled at the for the Giants game, or is that? No, it's funny. Like I said, when we used to watch in 2004, when we used to watch Kurt Warner play, she would actually yell at the TV. She would call him numbnuts, Kurt Warner, and she would want to see Eli. He's doing math again. Never let him do math outside of the salary cap. You know, when it comes to salary cap math, I am on it. Like I may be off 100,000 above or under, but I'm always on my math. But when it comes to math, everyone else, I don't do too well. Tim, I got stuck in traffic today, and I want to blame it's Jason Garrett's fault. It's Jason Garrett's fault. We all know whose fault it is. Oh, he's making a joke because I thought so for a minute there also. Who is that on? Oh, Mr. Thug. Who is that on? Who is your icon? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see because I'm old. Mr. Thug, who's your icon? Who is it? What album cover is that? Or who is it? I thought it was Tupac for a minute, but I couldn't tell. Logic said, no. 23:32. That is a made up time. Dom's just making shit up. No, you were making a joke. Dom's just making shit up. The New York Giants and Los Angeles Chargers met each other 12 times, with the Giants winning 5 and the Chargers were winning 7 games. Los Angeles Chargers lead the series 7-5-0. Oh, it is Tupac. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I was just listening to Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto just the other day. Actually, just the other day, like a couple hours ago. That's an underrated song, I Wonder If Heaven Got a Ghetto by Tupac. A lot of people don't know that song. You're right. I mean, Superchargers. San Diego Superchargers. I used to love that because I used to be funny. Okay. It's funny how the Maras and Rooneys are all one big family. That's why the actress Rooney Mara has her. I didn't know that name, by the way, but the Rooneys run you know what? That's the thing, though. I think that is interesting. If you actually go back and look at the two franchises, they are run totally different. In some ways, after Noel, after they fired Chuck Noll, the Steelers went a different direction. They figured out in the early or the mid 80s that something wasn't working, so they got rid of their coach that was a legend, won 4 Super Bowls, just got rid of him, moved on, and they were kind of in the desert for a little while, but then they found their way and they followed a progression, and that's what the Giants have to do. Mrs. Online Blue, I would drink sangria, but not partake in the fruit. No, stay away from the fruit. Stay away from the fruit. Stay far away from the fruit. Tim is in show with Mrs. Online Big Blue Sports. Yes, I am. I'm not. She loves me. She told me that in the car. She told me she loved me in the car. And I didn't even do anything awesome like I normally do. I'm really sad for the organization. I know I'm overreacting when I say I'm not a fan, but geez, it's hard to admit to be a Giant fan to public now. That's why I'm wearing my Chargers jersey. I'm a quasi-Giant Charger fan. I can't lose now. If either team wins, I'm covered. I'm good, man. Yeah, it's not fun being a Giant fan right now. It's like when back in the day it was not fun being a Knicks fan. Art saved the Steelers. He did. Right now, it is 22:34 in Germany. So if you break that down in Eastern time zone in America, that means it's 2:00 in the afternoon. Oh, wait, I got a clock right there. It's 4:36. There's a clock on your computer. I didn't think you didn't know if anyone knew that. I'm not in trouble. Not in trouble. I get how the Browns. Oh, God, the Browns, man. Then you got to think how the Browns felt when they were the franchise of the Browns. When they turned into the expansion Browns, that was bad too. They had that one big year with Couch and Derek Anderson when they went to the playoffs. Favored by 10. I think they should be favored by 15. I'm not making this up, but I have to go. I'm afraid Mrs. P is home and clearing up the school Christmas fair. I have to take the kids home, not saying who got the best deal. You did, Dom. You did. Yeah, he did save it. Good night, all. Good night, Dom. Hope you have yourself a great day. Hope you have yourself a great evening. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Dom. I'm curious why every fan and expert think in order to get Russell, we have to give up both first round picks because of the fact that it's just they're not thinking. They are throwing stuff out. It's like when people use the Hakeem the trade calculator, like when they're doing stuff for basketball. I loved it because I did a video about Ben Simmons and how the Knicks should get Ben Simmons, and I saw some trade calculators for Ben Simmons, and it was like giving up 3/4 of the roster for one player. And I'm like, well, first of all, that's not going to work. Second of all, because you need players, you need at least 5 guys. But it's going to be. Russell Wilson could also just say, listen, trade me. I'm not playing. I mean, I don't think he would do that, but he could be a douche and just say, just trade me. I don't want to play here anymore. And then it's going to be whatever they can get for him. San Diego Superchargers and Chargers make this great again. That's right. That's the song. San Diego Superchargers. Now Dom is really going. Oh, Tim was wearing the hat, not showing off the hair. No, my hair is terrible today. Hair is terrible. I was working out. I had the gel go. I didn't have the gel went all over, and I used this paste. I ate some fruit. It just wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Baltimore Colts left Maryland in the middle of the night to become the Indianapolis Colts. They did. I mean, when the Browns left, when the Browns left, they didn't leave in the middle of the night. But literally, you're right. The Colts, they had the Mayfield moving trucks. And they got them out that way. Good afternoon, Giants fan 8. All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give away. Hold on. Hold on. If you won already, you can't win again.
King of the almost sack.
We're giving away one of these bad boys. We're going to do a trivia question. Should we do a Giants trivia question or an online Big Blue trivia question? I think the sangria one was a good trivia question. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to do an online Big Blue trivia question. All right, we ready? Any updates on DJ? Yeah, he's not playing. Here we go. The online Big Blue trivia question is going to be an easy one because we're just trying to give this stuff away. Excuse me. Everyone knows I have Baby Saquon, who is lost. Baby Saquon literally did run away. I was watching Toy Story a couple nights ago, and the toys come to life and everything. I'm thinking that's what happened. He just ran off my desk. Everyone knows I have Baby Saquon, but there was an original Baby Blank that I used on another podcast. Who is that character? And he's made many appearances on the show, and he used to be on the mic. Do 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 do. See, if I had a new soundboard, I could just push that button. It's Daniel Jones at the 5. We got an answer, Kareem, right off the bat. Oh my God, Logic's finest too. We got people just rolling in here. All right, Logic's finest. It's Baby Creed, and we're gonna give. We got two winners because they both came at the same time. We got two winners here. We got Baby Creed, and I think is that Kareem? Because I can't see because I don't have my glasses on. All right, Logic's finest. Send me, and even if you're overseas, send me an email. At Tim, just send it to it's onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. It's onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. And yes, my friend, yes, Kareem, yes, I can see now. Send an email. You did win as well. So send an email, of course, to onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. Both you send me your email address, your mailing addresses, and I will send you out one of these wonderful King of the Almost Sack mugs. I know they are awesome. Like me. I'm awesome too. Of course you are, Baby Creed. Of course you are, Baby Creed. You can make an appearance because I can't find Baby Saquon. What happened to Baby Saquon? He literally did run away. Oh my God. So many people. We want a Giants question. All right, we'll do a Giants question. Al Bundy for head coach. Well, Al Bundy did have 5 touchdowns in one game from Pokai. You all know, everyone knows an Al Bundy. Baby Yitem. Oh, Baby Yitem. I miss, that's the worst thing of all. I miss Isaac Yitem. For as much crap, I miss mine. You want to donate? I can send you one, Logic's Finest. It's okay. If you, it doesn't matter. I'm sending one to Dom. The shipper, the company that I use to ship and print is out of the Netherlands. So don't, if you want to give it away, yes, you can, but don't, just because you're overseas, don't worry about that. I can send it to you overseas. That's actually not a problem. It's actually, you're kind of easier. You're a little bit easier to get it over to. Any prospects you like that the Giants can pick up? Do you mean prospects in regards to the draft? Or are we talking prospects in regards to free agency or people on the current market right now? What is this? Don't know who you are. But I think everyone knows what's coming. Here.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You get blocked because you're spam. You're spam. Spam. We got spam. I like spam. Here comes the spam. I got it, though. I got it, man. I have the power. So, yeah, the question is, what prospects are you talking about? Regards to free agency, regards to the draft? Baby Saquon must have gotten hurt. Where's the lost?
Danger, Will Robinson.
This still cracks me up. I got to get Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet. That's the next thing on my list. I was out shopping with my family yesterday, and we were at this I don't know what they were called. It's like a comic book store. I'm not into comic books, but they had like cool stuff. And I was looking for a He-Man. I was looking for a He-Man action figure. I'll leave, but I got to get Robbie the Robot. That would be classic, man. You know, it's so funny. I was so amped about playing with the robot from Lost in Space. I left a string on the back. I just wanted him. And this controls. Oh no, Creed! This controls his arms. You can like pose him, and then you push this button, and his arms and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool toy. Where does he get those wonderful toys? Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, damn. Thank you for the super chat. Of course, all super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital, guys. And it is Christmas. We got to give more money to the kids. I can't keep giving money out of my pocket or I'm going to be broke. At this point, the Willis dream may be a reality. And Willis, we trust. I like that. I actually do like that. I also like my Willin' for Willis, my hashtag. I'm just curious how many people are now, Mr. Jackson, going to jump on the Malik Willis train. If he rocks it in the Senior Bowl and he just balls out at the combine and his pro day, he looks phenomenal. How many people are jumping on the Willis train? How many? Hold on.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
I'm gonna actually. What is this Logic Explains? I'm gonna jump into that question right here. More young children. These young children have no nonsense. Make these nonsense streams about the Giants. Thinks Madden is real life, and they are blind hope fans who get mad when a person speaks the truth. Ignore. It's fine. You know what? And like I said, I said it yesterday. What they want to start crap.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
We already know one YouTuber who went down in flames when they went up against me. Because I am evil. No, I'm not. I'm a nice guy. I'm a genuinely nice guy. We need a can of spam show. We do. Here, I like this question. Tim, thoughts on Rashawn Slater? He's looking like a Pro Bowl tackle already. I was wrong. 100%. I was wrong this year. Let's see what happens next year. But I will give all the credit to the world that I was wrong about that. He is a fine pickup for the LA Superchargers. And I think that's, I was wrong. I admit it. I admit it freely. How come people keep coming back? You're blocked. I think I accidentally unblocked them. That happens sometimes. What is going on here? I can't get this one to stop. Something's going on with my thing. More spam and a cam. Yeah, I'm blocking it. And for some reason, it's just coming right back. Put user in timeout. Right, you're in timeout. We'll figure it out. I was wrong. I think he's playing great. I think he's playing wonderful. What you talking about, Malik Willis? Yeah, I thought about doing that as well. I thought about doing the Malik Willis one as that way. What do we got here? Hoping for Harbaugh. Oh, I like the hoping for Harbaugh. Let's go Giants. What's up, Jamie? Let's go Giants. Tune in here from the UK. We got a lot of fans in the UK around here, Jamie. We got people all over. We got people all over the globe, which I'm very appreciative of that. That we have so many people that are that. Yeah, bot is back. I blocked him. I will keep blocking him all night. I will stay here all night and block people because that's just what I am. I'm a blocker. Let's see. If he rocks the Senior Bowl and we still have Gettleman, we'll draft him for sure. So let's keep Gettleman. Let's keep him. Tell me why you love Malik Willis. I don't know much about him. All right, I'm going to tell you why about Malik Willis. He's from Liberty. Yes. He went to Auburn. Yes. He didn't get the starting job at Auburn. He was behind two other guys that did not, whose careers haven't really amounted to much. So he made a decision to move to Liberty. And people fault him for that. He went somewhere he could play. He made Liberty the 22nd ranked team last year with pretty much zero talent, no talent around him. He got his team 7 wins this year, again with even less talent and playing a more difficult schedule. He is a kid that he has the strength, he has the ability to look downfield while he's scrambling, while he's running. He's got a big time arm. He's got some accuracy issues, which he just needs to work on a little bit. But I think a lot of that's more of the mechanic. Now my sound's going crazy. So he's a guy that he reminds me of Michael Vick when he was at Virginia. But Michael Vick had more talent around him. So, I mean, if you look at, and he's a guy that he doesn't get hurt when he runs. I point out to the one game where he ran the ball 22 times for 28 yards and was sacked 9 times. And he kept coming back. One of my favorite lines from Rocky. And he kept coming after you. And that's the kind of guy he is. That's the kind of guy he is. AP. And this is why I enjoy your channel. You went up to your I make mistakes. People make, I'm never going to, first of all, I'm never going to sit here and tell you I'm 100% infallible and infallible. Can't even say the word. See, I made a mistake. But when I make a mistake, I'm going to be the first one to admit it. You're big time. You get spam in the chat. Listen, radio guys, if you're out there, I'm big time. I got spam. And I'm not talking in the can. But you have to make it. If you make an error, you say something wrong, you say something. I called DeAndre Bacon Nino Brown. The Nino Brown in the NFL. He got off. I apologized because I said I was wrong. Evidently got off. You just got to admit when you make your mistakes. Why does Patrick Graham seem to get the pass on the defensive failures? I don't know. You know what? I've been saying that since last year. He does things that you make you scratch your head. He stays into zone coverages too long. He doesn't really go and use his certain players from their certain abilities, but he gets a pass. And Jason Garrett got ripped. What's up, JJ? How you doing, my friend? Nobody faulted Burrow for. Thank you. Nobody did. No one faulted him from leaving. It's the same thing. In all seriousness, Jim Harbaugh would build a complete program from top to bottom. Scouts, players, developers, scouts training. He's a proven builder. He knows how to win. He's a media savvy. I would love to see Jim Harbaugh with the media, New York media. That would be interesting. That would be interesting as heck. And you're right. But that's the thing I think they worry about in Giant Land, that they would basically just wipe out the house, wipe it out, and start from scratch. And I don't think the Giants want to do that. But I think that is the biggest issue. Malik Willis couldn't have beat out Simmons, and Burrows couldn't have beat out Dwayne Haskins. So let's say Malik Willis is a very good. Oh, Zach. See? Don't have my soundboard. I can't do that.
That's what she said.
See? It's cool, man. I got 50 buttons. It's from a radio station. It's an actual radio station soundboard. And it's got 50 buttons right in front of me. Right? It's going to just be like a symphony. It'll be symphony. It'll be all like, oh, what's that, LT?
Gentlemen, which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
And then I'll be, what's that?
Hear ye, come one, come all, for it's the king of the covered sack.
So he will fit right in. Not a loss. No, one wants to lose a beat. There we go. Do you think he's the best quarterback in the draft? I personally think Kenny Pickett. That's a question that nobody's asked me. That really is. That is a question. No, I do not think he's the best quarterback in the draft. Nope, I don't. I don't think Kenny Pickett is either. I'm not going to divulge who I think is the best quarterback in the draft. Do I think he is the best quarterback for the Giants? That's the question. And do I still think he's going to go in the top 10 if the Giants don't select him, even having 2 picks in the top 10, having 20% of the top 10? I still think he will go in the top 10. But to me, he is the perfect fit for the Giants because of the fact that he breaks all the molds. Do something different. Be bold, and mighty forces will come to your aid. That's what you need to do. And that's what the Giants need to do. AB. Sup? The Giants continue training. You know what? That's funny. It's actually an interesting question. I know it's not directed towards me, but that's an interesting question. With all these oblique and quad injuries and everything else, and these muscle injuries, what is going on with the training staff with the Giants? And I don't just mean the training staff, but I mean the staff itself in reference to how they're conditioning. What's going on? What literally is going on there? I don't know, because I've never seen a team. There was at one point, I think it was 2 weeks ago, there was like 4 guys on the roster with quad injuries. And it's not a joke. I'm not laughing about it because it's not a joking manner. But I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. Graham didn't come from Dallas. No, Graham came from sorry. Sorry. I had my own sarcasm issue there. Jim Harbaugh will handle New York meeting the way he's already has. He's honest, rubs some the wrong people the wrong way. He's never a PC or blow smoke up your arses. Wow, him and I should go out and have beers. We should go. Me and Jim Harbaugh should hang out. No more milk toast. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give away a mug.
King of the almost sack.
And no cheating on this question. This is going to be for a mug. We had a request for a giant question or a giant trivia question. I'm going to make this an easy question. Phil Simms was the first quarterback in New York Giants history to throw for over 4,000 yards. What year did he throw for over 4,000 yards? Do 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 do. Wah wah. Google it. Tim, I agree. In order to function properly, the Giants will have to remove the two Mara members who were outranked the GM, Jim Harbaugh. Oh, there we go. Chill Daddy. You won. You won the mug. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da. But you know what? Same people always win. That didn't work out too well for a while, did you? All right, Chill Daddy. Send me an email at onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. That's onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. Just need your address, and you will get the wonderful Leonard Williams King of the Almost Sack mug. Or you can DM me at onlineBigBlue1 at Twitter, onlineBigBlue1. What is my opinion on what? Tim, what is your opinion on Shane Lemieux? I don't like either one of them. I don't like Ben or Shane. Are they any good? Do they show any promise because they're better or reach? I think they've reached, both of them reached their ceiling. I think Ben is a waste, and I think Shane was always a project pick, and I said that the day we drafted him. We're drafting projected talent over immediate talent. I think we said that. I think we said that a million times. Graham did come from Miami. Graham came from Miami. Graham came from Miami. He was the defense coordinator under Brian Flores. And I've said this before. I mean, is this a lot of this is succotash. A lot of this, is it Brian Flores's defense or is it the Patrick Graham defense? I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Wow. See, you won. You won. You got to be quick on the draw.
That's what she said.
Hey, oh my goodness gracious. Grant was a DC for 1 year in Miami 2019. He left Miami to take the job with the Giants. He was missed when he left Miami. Actually, he wasn't missed. They went 10-6. Or was it 10-6 or 11-5? They made the playoffs the next year. Gmail. It is gmail.com. onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. So I claim my earlier. You can get that mug. Like I said, it comes from the Netherlands. So you're fine. I'll send it to you. That's actually cheaper for them to ship it to you. That's onlineBigBlue@gmail.com for all those people. John is no Tim, and the son, no Wellington. You're right. He's not. It's sad what the Wellington name has become, what the Mara name has become. That's sad. Of the Belichick tree, I think Brian Flores shows the most promise. Well, what's his name? I can't remember. What's Mike Vrabel? I don't remember his name, but he never coached. He never coached with the Belichick. We're going to give another mug away in a minute. Oh, Tyrone is in the house. Tim, what's up? Caught up on your post. Spot on blank. You've been saying this for years. I did too. Oh, I love all the cap experts who now talk with cap experts. It doesn't matter. It's fluid. I love that. It doesn't matter. It's Tyrone. I love that. It doesn't matter. It's fluid. The cap is fluid. No, the cap is like anything else. You run out of money and you can only continuously push your money so far out before you got to come pay the piper. And I love it. You're right. Cause all the cap experts now are out there. I've seen the on Twitter. They're like, oh yeah, the Giants will have this. The Giants can do this. Okay. Where were you guys when I was screaming about the cap after the draft and before free agency and after free agency? Thank you, Tara. Nothing special. Nothing against Jones. Okay. But I will hop on any train that takes us to the promised land, even if it's Kenny Pickett. Listen, if Kenny Pickett's come here and rocks it out and balls out, turns himself into Eli Manning 2.0 and takes us to a Super Bowl and wins a Super Bowl in his first 5 years, don't care. I'll be immensely ecstatic. But here's what I worry about. This is what I'm worried about. One, that we take a Kenny Pickett. He becomes a Daniel Jones-esque type, or even a poor man's version of Kerry Collins. And someone like Malik Willis, who may need more seasoning, goes somewhere else and wins like 3 championships. And then we're stuck with Daniel Jones 2.0. Parcells had a solid tree, solid gold. Bill Walsh was on this also. Yeah, they did. They both did. People forget even like Al Groh. He had the one season with the Jets, but he had a lot of success over at Virginia. He's got the Belichick. I mean, yeah, Parcells had a great tree. Did you see Mike Vrabel in a tweet? No, I did not see that. I didn't see that. I got to look for that. The Belichick tree is trash as of right now. The one whistle is Bill O'Brien. What does that say? That says your tree is dead. That means you should put some fertilizer on that tree. Chop it up for firewood. Grant was the only coach from Florida staff that is not fired. Flores fired the OC. O-line probably fired the 1.2. You can do it, Bobby, all night long. Did you see Bad Dogs? Yes, I did see Bad Dogs video mocking Joe Judge's press conference. I got a big kick out of that. I was actually talking to Mr. Bad Dog in the chat about that. That I actually watched his video. I watch a lot of Bad Dogs videos. I'm at the end of 2019 season. We all know what you meant, my friend. All right, better not draft 2 offensive lines in the first round. We need an edge. Pass rush is pathetic. We don't have a pass rush. I wish we did have a pass rush. All right, it's 5:01. It's 5:01 here at the Eastern Standard Time. Well, this is Tim with WFA. I can't tell you who I'm going to. Yes. There is a opportunity in place for me to do overnights. And let me tell you something. Because they left the room. They emailed me. They left the room. Overnights is 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. And my response was 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. That was my response when they asked me if I'd be interested in doing it. Oh, they're nice though. They're nice people. They were very nice people. Why they would think I'd be good at radio, I don't know. Like, I got no problems doing this. Then you got to fill 6 hours a day. The only good thing is it's only 5 days a week. I don't have to do weekends. We need a traffic report. We need a traffic report from weather. I always wanted to do stuff like that though. I always wanted to do, I've said that before. I always wanted to be a shock jock. I always wanted to sit there and go, this is Tim. Right now we're coming up on a 2 for 2 Tuesday. We're gonna both playing a little bit of cashmere, and it's a 98 degrees right now here in the balmy East Coast. Hope everyone enjoys the day. And then I play into the music. I always wanted to do that. But why the hell would you want me on the radio? They lose their freaking minds. I can talk about them now because they're not here. An hour late. Fun fact, of the top 10 defensive linemen in the NFL, only one of them has spent more than one first rounder on their offensive line. Smart GMs build their offensive line through the middle rounds. You're 100% right. Smart GMs figure out you're going to, and just like you don't draft a running back second overall. Not that I disagreed with the pick, but you don't do that. Mr. Authentic, you are late. It's an hour late. Doesn't matter. This was a last second stream. Giants are drafting defensive tackles and a punter. Or I should go. No, we're not doing that. And I know Zach's being sarcastic. Things we need: 4 or 5 offensive line spots, 4 or 5 defensive fans. So fans think that the Giants are 2 or 3 players away from either side are short-sighted. That's no-sighted. That's not not to be mean, but that's Stevie Wonder. I mean, you're not looking past anything. You can't see. I mean, you really can't. But at least Stevie Wonder is massively talented. So I mean. Oh my God. I want an edge in Wilson the first round, but probably won't pick Wilson because Pickett is from Jersey. I know. I could still dream. I can dream. I can fly. I dream I can touch the sky. You'll keep the truckers awake. I don't know. It's in upstate New York, so I don't know. I don't know about that. Hey, Joe Beningo. Joe Beningo started on overnights. Didn't Joe just retire? I miss Joe Beningo. And what's his name? The schmooze or the snooze, Steve Summers. Or Mark Summers, whatever his name. No, Mark Summers is from Double Dare. Correction. The Giants. Wait, there's a correction. Wait, see, I can go to my radio show now. There's a correction right now coming in live at the Reffin radio station. The correction's coming in from Zakat. The Giants need an entire defense replaced except for Ojolari. I mean, we could keep Leonard Williams because we can't get rid of him. But, and you keep James Bradbury. I can't tell you just yet until I sign. If I sign. And if I do sign, I will make the announcement. I have to have another conversation. We'll have to see how this went today. For those that don't know, we had some people from a radio station that I've been dealing with in the stream, and they were using this as a final, I guess, audition. Because they've only heard millions of things that I've said, and I've sent them so many different tapes, and they've jumped in the last stream. So nobody's gonna want my saying. All right, we got breaking giant news here. Here we go. Daniel Jones has now been officially labeled as out. So has Kadarius Toney. Let's see what we got here. Mike Lennon, full practice. He's questionable, so that means he's playing. Kenny G was a limited practice today with the rib. He is questionable. Adoree Jackson is out with a quad. Kadarius Toney is out with the oblique. Saquon Barkley, we don't have any status on Saquon Barkley right now. Daniel Jones is officially listed as out. Sterling Shepard is questionable after a limited practice. And Denny Shelton with a calf. He is questionable. So we got a calf, a quad, an oblique, a quad. Is anyone seeing like a pattern here? Is anyone seeing a pattern? I say we start Gettleman Sunday. Let us get a taste of the hog. Well, they'll kill Gettleman. That would be bad. Mr. Online, that would be me. Why we totally fell off the map with linebackers? In my heart of hearts, defense is gold. The Giants used to be linebacker U. I always talk about the 86 linebackers. The 86 linebackers for the Giants, of course, you had Taylor, Banks, Coulson, and Reasons. But then you also had Pepper Johnson, Byron Hunt, Robbie Jones, Steve Diassi. Andy Hedden. You had all these linebackers that were like 6'4", 235, and the majority of them could start on any other team but the Giants. And I don't know why Clint Simpton, what was his name? Clint Simpton, I can't remember. Second round pick. That was like he was. You wanted to get me fired up with that one, Mr. Online, Mr. Thug. I call you Mr. Thug. You've earned the Mr. Thug moniker because you got Tupac on there. I was just listening to Tupac yesterday. Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. As soon as I step on the scene, you hear I'm blank screaming. Money and alcohol, the West Side place. Finally, the schmooze was last week. Steve Summers went out. Maybe that's where I'm going. We can keep McKinney. You got to keep Xavier McKinney. Yes. And you can keep Peppers too. The only reason we keep Leonard Williams is the money. Yeah, is the cash. Let's go, San Diego Superchargers. Let the peacock fly. Looks like the peacock is flying. See, this is a problem. I don't have my soundboard set up. I have to go through the bank. I have to find it is in bank number. It's bank number 6. So now I got to go to bank number 6. And I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. And that's.
You can't keep me cooped up in here, okay? I am a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Gotta let the peacock fly. Bradbury gets torched. 1984. Juan, are you answering a question from how long ago? Bradbury gets torched against good defense, and Robinson doesn't turn his head. I love Crowder. Love and Crowder are both small and undersized. Let them go now. Enough mediocrity. Well, you know what? I don't disagree with Bradbury. I think Robinson, the head turning thing is something that can be worked on. I do think Love is a serviceable backup, what you need. And I do agree. I think Crowder isn't undersized playing linebacker position, but he's playing it well. So, I mean, he would be a good third or fourth linebacker. 1984. We're answering questions from 1984, the book or the movie or the Giants. 87. Let's see. 84, 9-7 went to the playoffs. Phil Simms. In 2022, we need to either draft the next quarterback or sign a guy cheap like Trubisky Trubisky's not going to take $1 to $3 million. I hope DJ is okay, but I can't trust him to stay on the field. You can't trust him to stay on the field. That's the problem. And it's logical to sit there and think that if the guy can't stay on the field, why would he want to be your franchise quarterback? And then there's going to be the thing where, and I've said this before, you're going to let him go into year 4. And the thing in year 4 is going to be, you have to see what he does on the field. Let's say he gets hurt in year 4. Don't forget, we got to pick up the $21 million on his contract in May. You want to talk about a cap wrecker? That's gonna be interesting because yes, we have more cap space. We have a lot of cap space in 2023. We have like 80 something million, but still, you're gonna take 20 million of that. Give it to Daniel Jones. A few defensive players are right now: McKinney, Mr. Quincy, and Ojulari. Howard Cross and Eric Dorsey. Met Eric Dorsey. Met Howard Cross. Howard Cross is at the games, so when you're on the field, you can actually yell. It's funny, you can yell his name and he comes up and talks to you. Let's see here. Speaking of Leonard Williams, even Pro Football Focus is now saying it is the worst signing, one of the worst signing of the offseason. Wow. You could have watched this show 6 months ago. But I'm never right about anything. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not going to say the rest of the song. The Peacock got a jacked up noggin. We could try from Jake from State Farm. We also need to try Matt and Wilson. We need to know what the line will look like without Hernandez and Solder. I don't disagree. I think those are all great ideas. Just throw the kid out there. Why not? Just, and especially with Matt, Matt from Connecticut. Just throw him out there. See what he's got. We've only seen him in spurts. And this is what worries me about Matt. You've only seen him in spurts. You've never seen him really just take over full 40, 50 snaps. See what happens. Yeah, exactly. You know what? Like I said, Tate Crowder, I have no problem with Tate Crowder. He's just an undersized middle linebacker. He needs to be playing out. In my personal opinion, he needs to be playing out on the edge. And if you get Blake Martinez back, I think he would fit in there nicely. And if you're going to go into a 3-4, he could also play alongside Blake. Tim, will you do a New York Giants salary cap situation at the end of the year? And would you trade or restructure or cut buyout to get better cap space? I will do it towards the end of the year. I've already done it. This is a screwdriver, if anyone's wondering, because I was playing with the robot.
You can't keep me cooped up in here, okay? I am a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Hold on. Take 2. This is just a screwdriver because I was using it to play with the robot.
That's what she said.
Okay, there we go. According to according to Tim, don't eat the fruit. According to Pro Football Focus, my wife's fruit is the best. Just don't eat it. Just don't eat the fruit, man. You know what the scary thing is? The fruit and the sangria are still in the refrigerator. And what makes me even laugh anymore, we not Googled. We use Google. Yeah, I think it is Google, whatever. The thing you talk to, say, hey, Google, and then give you the answers thing. So we did that, and it could be good up to like a month in the container. I wouldn't drink that. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Pro Football Focus is like a broken clock. It's right twice a day. Hey-o. The rotation makes no sense for this team. Taking players out who are hot. You know what? I've said this in the beginning of the season. This team needs to be a team that plays the same 11 guys. The defense needed to be a team not of substitution, but they needed to be a team of versatility where you keep the same 11 guys on the field and you play them in different positions to make your schemes a little bit different. And the same with and they even said, even Troy Aikman and them were saying that you can't use, there's no way you should be using rotational offensive linemen. That was one of the dumbest things they ever said. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Oh, this is a good one. I'm going to jump to the other one too. Tate Crowder, Pro Football Focus grade super late. What's that stand for? What stands out? What does he well? He's a special teams player right now. Best. I don't disagree, Andre. Like I said, he's an undersized linebacker. He shouldn't be starting. And if you're going to start him, he should be the third. He should be either a fourth or a fifth linebacker. And Andre, we don't talk about Pro Football Focus here. We call them Pro Football Jokers. What do we got here? If Dean falls to the second round, oh my God, I'd take him with a heartbeat. Yeah, if he does, I don't think he's going to fall to the second round. But that would be interesting. 2 top 10 picks coming. You would think you would play anyone and everyone to see what they have. They can turn this team around if they learn how to evaluate talent. If they learn how to evaluate talent, and if they come to an understanding of their talents and how to cultivate their talent. Here's the problem with the 2 top 10 picks. For a team that is having salary cap issues, one thing you do not want salary cap wise is 2 top 10 picks, because that is going to destroy your rookie pool, which is then in case going to get, of course, go against your cap, which is going to give you even less cap money because the rookie pool is automatically taken off your cap space. The Giants would have been better off having a top 10 and a top 15. I personally think they're going to trade down. The new general manager is going to trade down. That's what I personally think. Matt needs a lot of offseason work. His technique is bad. Yep. His footwork is sloppy. Yep. And he's slow. Yep. And that's why he's always getting called for holding around. I know. I've never seen a team, even the centers. I've never seen a team hold, and even Will Hernandez. I've never seen a team hold someone around the neck. And we say in between the tits, right there. That's where you want to be. You hold all you want. Just don't get caught. Tim, sorry if I asked this question on your vids or you may have been done. No, it's no problem. No problem. I've done so many that damn sound's cutting out now. I don't know what's going on with my sound either. YouTube screwing up, sound screwing up, everything's screwing up. It's anarchy. No, that's okay, my friend. It's I was actually just pointing that out to you because the fact you can go watch it. It was a really good video. I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little. Except for the Slater pick. I effed up on that one. Screwed the pooch on that one. I love how Eric Flowers, Justin Bieber, Kevin Ziner are 90%. I saw that. I posted that on Twitter, Zach. I was like, out of the top, they're in the out of the top 10, they're in the top 5. Luckily, we don't want any of those guys back. I never understood the Eric Flowers thing. I never did. Yeah, he was terrible as a tackle, but his size. And I wish I was doing videos before because I was screaming. He should be a guard. Play him in the interior. He should be a guard. And they did that. The coaching staff can't evaluate talent. The problem is, John, it's not the coaching staff. It's the talent evaluation staff. It is your scouts. It is your GM. It's your assistant GM. It's your talent evaluation team that cannot evaluate the talent that we're drafting. I think that's more of the problem. And then what happens is then you get to the coaching staff and they're not cultivating the talent. Andrew Thomas last season had the same exact problem and trying to turn around just faster in the NFL. To his credit, he worked hard in the offseason, did a 180. Matt needs to do it. Matt did all the weightlifting. Remember? Matt lifted weights. He was bigger. He was stronger. He was faster. Everyone knows when you add like 7 pounds to the body of a quarterback, he becomes a better quarterback. Heard that 2 years in a row. Oh, there we go. That's right. This choking staff cannot cultivate talent. You're right. They can't. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. Sorry. I saw Tomlinson played in the Vikings-Steelers game yesterday. My heart broke seeing. I hate seeing him on another team. I really do. And like I said, he's just a guy that does the dirty work. He sometimes doesn't get the stats. He just does the work that you don't see. I believe we'll trade down. It makes sense to the cap hits. By the way, time to trade Dex. I was never a Dex fan on the pick. But you know what? Because you had Dalvin Tomlinson. But you see, they got rid of Dalvin. They have Dex. And I would rather have Dalvin than Dexter. Just my opinion. Cats and dogs living together. Instant mass hysteria. No footwork is as bad as Hernandez and Nate Solder. Why did Nate come back? Probably to collect one more paycheck. Well, because of the fact that the Giants convinced him also to renegotiate his contract so they would save some of that money on the dead cap space. Because even if it retired off that first year money, we'd still have to pay that cap hit. So at certain times, it's better to have the player and not have the cap space than just have not the cap space. I understand why they did. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They moved him to guard because he's not pro. Yeah, I know. Willis from Alabama should be a great pick. I agree. Will the Giants do it? Will they do it? Who knows? Does the team? I don't know. Does the team have too many coaches? I've said this a million times, Zach. The New York Football Giants have more coaches than I think they are. I think they're the second team in the league with the most amount of coaches, and they're all failed. Not all of them, but the majority of them are failed head coaches. What does that say? Failed college head coaches, and there's too many cooks in the kitchen. That's my opinion. That worked well as for Matt as he did for TJ. Hey-oh. Oh my God. Yes, Dexter Lawrence was product Dalvin Tomlinson. I've said that. I said that a million times in my video. That once, and I said that even before Dalvin left, and when he left, that Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams are both going to be the ones that suffer the most from his departure, because he is no longer going to be manning the double teams in the middle of the field. And that's where you're generating your pass rush from Leonard Williams and our old buddy Dexter Lawrence. Married brother, director of player personnel, nephew is director of personnel, both outright GM. They can't evaluate time nepotism. You're right, Lodge fan. It is nepotism at its worst. I like this one. I'd rather have a chair at tackle instead of Nate Solder. At least the defensive end might trip over the leg at some time. Oh, Andre, I think you just came up with the post of the day. I think that's the post of the day. I'd rather have a chair at tackle. Oh my God. What kind of chair? Like a lounge chair? Like a, like a recliner? Maybe just an outdoor chair. Oh, that one made me chuckle. That one made me laugh. I could steal that. And I will give you credit when I steal it. Right now, the Giants have more coaches than they have injury players. All right, guys, we're going to close it out by giving away one more mug. We're going to give one more mug away. We're going to give one more.
King of the almost sack.
Giving away this wonderful mug. These wonderful mugs. All right. Trivia question. Oh, this is going to be all right. We'll do a giant trivia question again. This is for the King of the Almost Sack mug. Let's see here. In 1984, Joe Morris replaced a running back who was the Giants' number one draft choice. And he replaced them as a starting running back. And this running back never played for the Giants again. He was actually traded to the Houston Oilers. Who was the running back that Joe Morris replaced? Movie segment time. Who was the running back that Joe Morris beat out in 1984? Nope, not Rob Carpenter. Not Rob Carpenter. Rob Carpenter came over from the Houston Oilers. He was not a Giant number one pick. This guy was a Giants number one draft choice. Was the NFC offensive rookie of the year. Ran for 857 yards. Had the most carries ever in a game until Jamie Morris broke his record when he had 43 carries against the Dallas Cowboys in 1983. Who was that running back? I'm going to give you a hint. There's something called Google. Madison Hedgecock. No, it was not it wasn't Earl Campbell. Well, it wasn't Earl Campbell. Mike Lee is just on fire today. Earl Campbell. No. Giant running back. He replaced a Giant running back. And the Giant running back got traded to the Oilers. Nope. I will give you another hint, Megan. I will give you a number hint. I'll give you a number hint. He wore number 25. No, it was not O.J. Anderson. He wore number 25. Ran for 857 yards in 1983. And then was replaced by Joe Morris in 84. Never touched the ball when the Giants, barely touched the ball in the regular season, never touched the ball in the playoffs, and then was, now I see Butch Woolfolk. You got it. Leon Bright. Wow, Leon Bright, man. Leon Bright was a guy that there was never a fair catch he ever wanted to take. I remember he got killed one game, Leon Bright, because he didn't fair catch. And he had the streak of never fair catching. I can't remember what game it was, but he got demolished on one game because he didn't take a Now I see you got the Butch Wolfolk. You got it right. Send me an email to onlineBigBlue@gmail.com. OnlineBigBlue@gmail.com. Or you can, Joey G Sports, you're a little late, but you're good. You got it right too. Willfolk, though. It's Willfolk. Send that, or you can send me your address at Twitter. DM me at onlineBigBlue1 on Twitter. That's onlineBigBlue1 on Twitter. All right, I'm gonna close it out here because I got to go make dinner because I got to go do something at 6:30. But I gotta go make dinner. No, Joe Morris is the guy he replaced. I mean, Joe Morris replaced him as a starting running back. Joe Morris was replaced. Anyone want to talk movies? You got. All right, we're gonna give everyone. We're gonna give the 5-minute countdown. Anyone else want to talk about anything else besides the Giants for 5 minutes? 12 a.m. stream. I know. I listen. I don't know what the freak YouTube's doing. I personally think they're just against me. That's what I personally think. I'm gonna give. We got 5 minutes to talk about anything. What am I making today? I'm making pork chops tonight. I'm making pork chops with garlic mashed potatoes and I think corn. Brandon Jones. But I'm hey-oh. So that'll be good. Trying to do some Christmas stuff. Did you see Sleepy Hollow? Yes, with Casper Van Dien. What do you think come on, you apes, when are we gonna live forever? Starship Troopers. Yes, I did see that with Johnny Depp and what's her name? I can't remember her name. Good movie. We can't stop the 5-minute countdown because Joe Judge used all of our timeouts. Yes, we didn't download the right headset frequency. Got the wrong software. Oh my God. Butch runs 40 yards east and west and 1 yard north. He did. He was terrible. He was. I mean, he was just. Yes, mashed potatoes. Of course, what kind of potatoes I'm going to do? Yeah, what kind of garlic potatoes I'm going to do? Svi is talking crap in Chris's chat. What is he talking crap about? Talking crap about me? I get in people's brains and they can't let go. Svi is always talking crap. He should actually learn the game before he starts crap. Let's see here. Joe Judge. And Joe Judge needs to watch the tape. Yes, he needs to watch. He needs to watch the tape. Come on. What is he saying, Win? What is he saying? What's the best stadium in the NFL? Ooh, the best stadium in the NFL. Svi is weird. He is weird. I used to like him. And then I got to know him. Then he was just kind of you summed that up best. The best stadium in the NFL that I've been to, or just the best stadium? I can only talk about certain stadiums. But what is the best stadium in the NFL? I don't know. That's a good question. I like Dallas Stadium, the Texas Stadium. I got to admit, the stadium in Dallas is. I've been there. It is a gorgeous stadium. That is a beautiful stadium. That should actually somewhat be the benchmark of the stadium. The worst stadium I used to see was the old Giants Stadium. The Meadowlands. That was a dump. I got 2 other minutes. Svi is honestly so weird. He is a little weird. He's a little out there. You agree, Dallas? I can tell you one of the worst stadiums I've ever been to is the Vet. My personal favorite player of all time was Walter Payton. Second is 56 Lawrence Taylor. Phil Simms is my favorite Giant. I've said this before. He's my favorite Giant of all time. My favorite player of all time. My favorite player of all time, and I didn't get to see him play, but I liked watching the footage and everything else, is Gale Sayers. If I had to throw up favorite players. Plus, I met Gale Sayers, and I got an autographed picture from him, and he was actually really nice. The Kansas Comets. Give me 24 inches of daylight. That's all I need. I like Shea. Shea was a dump, man. But Shea, if you sat in the top section of Shea in left field, I mean, that thing would literally sway. It couldn't even be windy. You'd be like sitting there getting nauseous. I just look in the chat, see he's talking about his arse. What is he talking about, me? Tim versus the YouTube world and other Giant content creators, a Christmas story. When I say bring it, bring your A game. Bring your A game, because you know what? That's all I ever have. Let's see here. What do we see here? Gale Sayers was a beast, man. And then, like I said, Gale Sayers tears his knee up against San Francisco and had the ACL before they had all these surgeries. Comes back, adjusts his running style, and the next year runs for 1,000 yards as basically a power back. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Oh, poor Sfee. Whatever, he's an idiot. Do you think there's a GM that will agree to take the job and give Joe Judge and Judge another year? With a better O-line, would you be disappointed if it happens? I know I would be. I would be disappointed if it happens, yes. Because of the fact that I don't think a GM is going to want to come in here and literally say, yes, I want to have this quarterback. I have to win with this head coach. I mean, why would you do that? You want to come in and win with your own guys. You may get job security by doing this, but that's it. But you want to win or lose with the guys that you bring in. You want to win or lose with that. Yes, it basically says you're negative. Whatever. Whatever. I guess that's supposed to bother me. But is Chris acknowledging it? That's a big question. Let's see. Jim Brown, only player in history to make the Pro Bowl in every year of his career. He's literally unstoppable. Yeah. And plus, he was in the Dirty Dozen. One of the greatest war movies there ever was. Frank Gifford, best New York of all time. He was Mr. Giant. He was the king of the city. They always talk about Joe Willie, but he was Joe Willie before Joe Willie. You know, he had the cool hair coming from USC, you know, big city guy from Cali going in there. Walter Payton was fun to watch. He was fun to watch. He's a guy that he did so many things well. Walter Payton, that is, that he gets overlooked for his receiving, for his blocking, playing quarterback. He played quarterback in a couple of games. 2011 championship game at Candlestick. They took a beating and won the game, pouring in the rain. Oh, I love that. That's my favorite game. I said that's what made me just be like Eli Manning's the guy. The movie stopped. Yeah, the movie stopped Jim Brown. They did. Chris is just talking to him too nice. He's an idiot. He's got to go on other channels to bash me because of the fact that I won't let him on this channel. Grow up. What are you, fucking 12? Are you 12, man? Get a life. You know what? I think I got a quarter here. Go buy a life. Let's see here. I hate Joe Montana too. And Jerry Rice, as I grew up, I absolutely respect him. Also, Randall Cunningham with the Eagles. I hated Randall Cunningham with the Eagles. I really did. I really did. But to me, that's just being a Giant fan. I hated Joe Montana too. Never hated Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice, you just had to respect the talent. And I think that was the big thing with me with Jerry Rice. You had to respect the talent of Rice. And you have to respect the talent of Joe Montana. But Joe Montana, of course, is a quarterback, so he gets all the praise. Why are you insulting 12-year-olds? You're right, Mike. Mike Lee. You're right, Michael. I'm going to call you Michael now. You're right. I apologize to all 12-year-olds. You are smarter than Svi. I apologize. See, people always say that. I can't admit when I'm wrong. I just admitted it. You can go to live stream at 10:30. Oh, I thought it was going to be at 10:30. Yes, I will be live. I'm not going to do any videos or anything this weekend. I will live stream at 10:30 on Sunday, like we always do. We'll go 10 to 12. Or 10:30 to 12. Fred Dwyer, underrated Giant. Most people don't remember he was a Giant. I couldn't stand them both. Hey, what's up, David? Maybe Fred Blitnikoff will send him some, and Lester Hayes. Lester Hayes, man, used to cover himself and stick him. I mean, literally, they thought Blitnikoff was bad, but on the defensive side, Lester Hayes was just as bad. I talked, like I said, Mark Haynes' brother, Mike Haynes, who used to play for the Raiders and was an all-pro and 2-time Super Bowl champion. He actually, my friend had an office in Florida, and he had his office in Mike Cain's. He had an office there. And I used to run into him when I walk, and he actually, I lost it, but he got me an autographed picture of his brother because he was a Giant. And I was talking to him one day about the Stickum, and he was laughing because he goes, yeah, Lester had it all over him. And he goes, Fred had it all over him as well, but he's like, Lester would do, and he would stick together. I thought that was great. Oh, back in the old days. Tim is going live at 3:30 a.m. Actually, it's the owner of the Browns who refused to let Jim Brown film the Dirty Dozen. He was on the set and admitted he was wrong to make the best player in the NFL quit. I didn't know that. I didn't know the history of that. Should the Giants get Jimmy Garoppolo? No. No, I can't. I can't pull the trigger on that. You keep saying top 2 and top 3 first rounds. Would that even make more? Would we even have the money? That's what I keep talking about. And I've talked about this. I talked about this a lot. The Giants should trade that second top 10 pick to get out of the top and go in. Let's say go low, no lower than 15, 16. Because yes, you are automatically going to eat. It's going to automatically come off the top with the rookie ball. It's automatically going to go off the top. You're going to pay that money. It's going to come off the top of your right away. So it's people are like, oh, we have 2 top 10 picks. It's not the greatest thing in the world to have when you have no cap space. You need to use that second pick as bargaining and leverage and trade that for assets and get out of the top 10. Unless there are 2 players that you absolutely have to have, then yes, then you stay there. There's a Giant fan on Twitter who apparently bet 10K. Well, I don't know why would you do that, but that's okay. Brian Westbrook and Jason Wynn forever hate. Oh, I hated Brian Westbrook. I really hated Brian Westbrook. And LaShawn McCoy was the other one I hated. What is this one? Breaking news. Tim is going on at 3 a.m. I'm figuring, I don't know. I got a ticket open with YouTube. I got a 2 troubleshooting tickets over with YouTube. Lister Hayes on stock and stick them. But I think it's I think that's funny though. That, like I said, when I talked to him about the Stickum, he didn't talk about Fred Biletnikoff. He talked about Lester Hayes. Because of course he did play alongside him. It just you know what? It just kind of freaking dawned on me. He did play right alongside him. So yeah, I guess he would talk about Lester Hayes. But I just thought it was funny though, man, because I'm sitting in the parking lot and he's leaning on his Mercedes. And he goes, yeah, Lester would do this. And he would go, and I'd have to come over there and go like this and pull Lester's arms off. And I remember Lester had the same with Biletnikoff. He had those big, he was taped all the way up. I would bring in Teddy as a bridge. I would bring him in as a what you call quarterback. I would as a bridge quarterback. Yeah, you got to trade the second pick. You have no cap space unless there are players that you have to have, that you literally have to have. Yes, the owner of the Browns was in a documentary about Jim Brown and said he was wrong for forcing him to choose, and Jim Brown quit to start acting full time. I didn't know that. I knew he was forced to choose, but I didn't know. I didn't know that. That'd be interesting. When Danny goes to the Saints, you clowns will wish he was still here. Nope. Nope. It's not gonna wish it. But I guess I could wish. You hope and I'll hurry. You try and I'll plan. We'll do what's necessary because even a miracle needs a hand. Jim Fossil as head coach I liked, except when he was always trying not to lose in the second half. San Francisco playoff game anyway. Yeah, that was a bad game. But we also got screwed on that call at the end of the game. And I'm not one to sit there and point one call to be the entirety of a game, because there was multiple things that the defense did wrong with T.O. in that game, especially in the final 12 minutes. That is just, you can't say the refs blew the call when we blew such a huge lead. All right. I wish for Jimmy Garoppolo as a Giant quarterback. I don't know. I don't think so. 21 unanswered points. Thank you. I couldn't remember this thing. I'm hungry. I got to go cook. I got to go make food. We should fire Joe Judge right now, promote Patrick Graham to head coach for the rest of the season, and see what he does. What do you think, Baby Creed? I like it. Baby Creed likes it. You got the baby. You got the baby Creed? Stamp of approval. I don't know. Why not? Why not? Because if you figure you may lose Patrick Graham anyways, so why not? Don't disagree. The Saints have famous Jameis. They do. Why would they want him? You got one guy that fumbles and another guy that throws interception. Yeah, you need to get the State Farm commercial where the lady says she sounds terrible and wearing the khaki pants. I did that. I have a screenshot. I did the what you call that. I have my thumbnail. Is who is the? I had a lady saying, "Who is?" And I have, "What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?" And he goes, "My uniform, because I might be playing." I did that. And I just did that like 3 days ago. Just joking, man. It's a long day. It's a long day. Oh, I'm tired, guys. I'm exhausted. You got to do this from 12 to 6. That's crazy. Oh, Jimmy G and his G-men. Still no. That was a caesur, also known as dramatic pause. Sometimes I like to just throw out random facts. Joe Judge is the track coach. All right, who's going to be the last question? Is that the last one? Is that the last one, Zach Attack? Because we're all out of mugs. I got to go play with my robot. Wait a minute. I got to go play with my robot.
That's what she said.
There we go. I'm also going to go make the pork chops. I'm going to air fry them. I think of that because we got to get out of the house soon. Got to be out of the house at 6. I don't know. 21 unanswered points. Yeah, you're right. I forgot, man. Night all. Jimmy G is not the biggest media market on earth. No, I don't see it. Some players can't play. I don't know if he can't play in New York, but I just don't think he's the right fit for the Giants. He might be a good bridge quarterback for a year. I don't know. Randy Johnson and others prove that. You're right. You're not wrong. Let's see. How about Tyrod Taylor? Because he seems to be the guy who was always before the franchise guy. You're right. We should get Tyrod Taylor because the next guy is awesome. How bad has he felt for Tyrod Taylor? He got his lung punctured on the sideline getting a shot. That's just, you can't make that shit up. Poor guy was doing well in Buffalo. Then he bounced around. Then he gets to start again. They puncture his lung. Shit is just crazy. All right, guys, we're going to check out of here. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Good night, all. We're going to hope everyone that will see everyone. We're not going to see anyone this weekend until Sunday. We'll do our 10:30 stream. Have a lot of fun with that. I'm glad everyone that came out for this kind of late moment stream. I think everyone's going to have a nice evening. Stay safe. I know here on the East Coast, it's supposed to be 67 degrees tomorrow. I'll do my best radio voice, and tomorrow is going to be Saturday. It's going to be a balmy 67 degrees with a partly cloudy skies. So don't bring your raincoat, but bring your sunscreen. Now we're going to play Led Zeppelin and Kashmir. Come on. That's just awesome. All right, guys. See everyone later. Stay safe. Peace.